Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Wildcard the Play to Earn game stream. This is Frozen Fire here playing a Wildcard, and this is Pre Alpha. That's right, we are Pre Alpha at 5:24:22. So let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? And this is it. Is it? There we go. There we go. Oh, here we are. There we are. We are Frozen Fire. We're going to insert our coin here. And press to start. Alright, so here we are. We are in the lobby here. Alright, so we have two decks that I have available for us to play right now. We're going to kind of test them out. But seems like it's pretty good, actually. So we're going to go to single player, since there's not many people playing right now. But right now, actually, we are accepting beta testers. That's right. So you can be playing this game right now too. So just join us at wildcardgame.io, and at the top left you'll see our Discord symbol. Click make an account, click verification, and go to general chat and ask how you can become a beta player. And there's very little to it. All you really need right now is a computer or a Mac. So let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? We have one mana here, and that's going to go up by one each of the turns. So that's how we're going to be kind of judging which cards we're going to be playing here. And right now we're looking for something that costs one mana or less. Right, there are a few cards that cost zero, but right now we have none that cost zero. Alright, so on our very first turn here, we have a Crab Ball who has the Blitz ability. Now, that Blitz ability means that it can attack on the very first turn that is brought out. But most cards cannot do that. So, uh, please keep that in mind when you're building your deck. It's like Turret here, it does not have that Blitz ability, so it has to sleep on the first turn. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and end our turn because we have to be careful of our timer here. We don't want it to go to zero, otherwise we might lose just because of the timer. But here we are, and our opponent decided to play a crab ball too. It's like, oh no, you didn't, because here we are. We're gonna play a different card here. Let's go ahead and play. We're gonna see. We got Matt's ability. We got Crystallized Nemot. We have Spinach. Spinach is seems like a good card to play right now. We're going to go ahead and play that. We're going to have attach it to Crab Ball there. So all of a sudden we got 4 attack there. Now I would attack this Crab Ball here, but because it has 1 attack, it would actually affect our health, which is that 1 right beside that 4 below that our Crab Ball. So in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and attack that crystal there. So if our, this Crab Ball attacks us at any point, we're dead, but we'll also be doing damage to its health as well. So you gotta keep that in mind when you're actually choosing a card for your deck here. Alright, so it looks like our opponent used max ability on their card, so we gotta kind of keep an eye on that card today. But we're gonna kind of stop it. We're gonna make sure that our opponent does not keep that max ability card for the next turn. Because like if that match ability bar kicks in, all of a sudden our opponent would have like 6 attack in crab ball there. We don't want that to happen. And in the meantime, we can go ahead and actually attack our crystal there. And we'll also play Turret here. Turret will actually allow us to go over any decoy such as this #1 frog, which we will be playing on the very next turn. Alright, and it also will protect our other Nemots as well as our crystal here, because right now we're kind of worried about our crystal. Its health is going down, but we're still ahead by 1, so we're good so far. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and play this decoy here, #1 frog. So now our opponent must attack our #1 frog here before they can attack our turret or either of our 2 crab balls here, or if we had even our 5th Nemon on the field, we'd also protect it as well as protect the crystal. But a card that was an aerial, such as this turret that we have, would go right over it. So you gotta be kind of a trick on balancing your deck. In the meantime, I think we actually have enough to try out our max ability. I'm not sure if this card is messed up right now or not, but we're gonna find out. As Alright, so our Neverwheel Frog is sleeping on this turn. Forgot that for a second, so sorry about that. And we're going to start attacking that crystal like there's no tomorrow. We could attack either of those cards right now, but right now we don't have very high health cards right now. But later on, we might see one or two. There you go. See, our opponent has to attack this #1 frog here, which gives us kind of a slight advantage right now. I guess that card was a little messed up, but it's okay. Right now, our developer is aware of some of the cards that are messed up. I just wasn't sure if that one was. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and use Crystallized Nemot. Now, what this card does is it takes away 3 of our mana on our bar there, but also watch our crystal. It kind of goes down a little bit, but as a trade-off, we'll also have a +5 attack here. So that's kind of worth it in my opinion there. We're going to go ahead and bring out another crab ball as well, and all of a sudden we can win this game. I didn't even need to bring out that crab ball. So there we have it. We have a win under our deck. Our belt or whatever, my bad. And then we're going to go ahead and switch it. We're going to go ahead and like, hey, we'll go to our second deck here, and then we'll go ahead and end the stream. Alright, so I know I'm not showing very much here, but that way you can kind of get an idea of what cards do what in a short amount of time here. You don't have to remember a lot of them at once. Because the last couple of streams we had a whole bunch of them when we were testing all the cards. But today you can kind of get an idea of just a few cards, you know? Alright, so here we are. We have I Bite You, and it does 1 damage to our enemy Nemot, but unfortunately we do not have opponent's card on the field right now. So we're going to kind of save that card for later. In the meantime, we're going to use Mana Boost, which will give us extra mana right here, and that'll give us just enough mana to actually play the Swiss Army Goat, which is also a Guardian. Now, a Guardian means that if our opponent attacks it, it'll actually give us extra life to our crystal here. So instead of a 20, it might be a 21 or whatever our opponent's attack is against our Swiss Army Goat there. Alright, so we can do a Crystallized Nema. We got Pig Andy. Looks like we have I Bite You. Again, we can't use that just yet. Looks like we don't have anything that costs 2 mana or less that we can actually use. So you kind of want to have a few low mana cost cards in your deck, if possible. It's possible you won't get one in your hand, but you know, just kind of have an even amount. Keep in mind stuff like this could happen when you're playing here. And in the meantime, we do have 3 mana here, so we're gonna go ahead and play this Tormentor there. It's actually gonna give us a little bit of an attack boost for our Swiss Army Goat, which is really good. And we're gonna go ahead and attack that crystal there, because even though we'd be able to attack this Swiss Army Goat and we'd be able to destroy it, its attack would actually destroy us as well, since we only have 1 health here. So we're gonna kind of keep that in mind before we just attack it. We do have to worry about our opponent buffing that attack though. So especially since we have to attack it and we'd move on. Alright, so there we go. Looks like we got a little bit of our ability bar filled up here. So we're going to keep that up as much as possible. And, alright, so know how earlier I said this aerial card could go over our decoy? Well, we also have range cards such as this Blaster Duck. Now, unfortunately, it can't attack on this turn, but it has, like, this particular Blaster Deck has second ability. It also takes down some of the health of your opponent there. But assuming that that didn't kill that turret there, we'd also be able to attack it because it has the range ability. So that's how that kind of works. It's sort of like the paper, rock, scissors of this game right now. And there we go. We're getting our opponent's crystal health whittled away there. Looks like it'll be down in a couple of turns here. Ooh, okay, so that's what I was talking about earlier when I said that our attack would affect our opponent's health there, but their attack would also affect our health. So that was a quick example of that. In the meantime, we're going to try to play a decoy. So we're protecting our blaster duck there, which is really good. And in the meantime, we're also going to have just enough health to actually attack this turret without having to worry about our duck dying. Now I know you didn't, our duck didn't go there and actually attack that turret, but that's what I did. I did drag my mouse over there and attack that turret. So it kind of like a sort of like a that one duck hunt game there, and we just shot it from right out of the sky. All right, so there we go, and boom, we got our opponent down to 6 health. Let's see what else we can do. Looks like we have just right there. Okay, we're pretty good. So we got I Bite You. We'll have to use that next turn. That or Crystallize Nema. Alright, so we ended our turn there. Looks like our opponent didn't bring anything out, so we kind of lucked out there. But just for the fun of it, we're going to go ahead and use Crystallize Nema. Remember, we're going to lose some of our mana bar here because it costs 3. And also lose a little bit of our attack here. So we're going to go ahead and attack with Pig Andy here, which is now has an 11 attack and 5 health decoy. So that means everything would have to attack him before he could attack anything else here, including that crystal. With the only exception being aerial cards. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and attack that crystal, and voila! We just won ourselves another game. Alright, so that'll be the end for this stream. But I hope y'all enjoyed it. And remember, have a wild, wild day. And stay tuned for tomorrow. We'll have another deck up and running. So this has been Frozen Fire, streaming Wildcard Play to Earn. And remember, check out our Discord by just going to wildcardgame.io. And we'll see you in the next one.